Hey guys, it's the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder, and today I'm going to be showing you my Star Wars Toy Blaster collection. Join me as I showcase all my blasters and pick out some of my favourite ones and take a closer look. Let's go! Videos on the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above. So let's start by looking at these Super Soakers. A lot of these came out for episode 1. We've got the Queen Amidala pistol and the Boo pistol, and right at the bottom, a couple of Battle Droid blasters. I've got a couple of Wookiee water blasters from Revenge of the Sith. Next to them is a selection of blasters for The Force Awakens. And underneath those we have a Silly String blaster from episode 3. From 2002, there's a Jango Fett wrist gauntlet that was part of a Target game from MB Games. And we have a collection of Jango Fett blasters. The below ones are made by Rubies and the top ones are made by Hasbro, and they are Nerf blasters. Above those, we have a collection of various Clone Trooper blasters. These all fire Nerf darts, apart from the top one, which is a build your own Clone Commander blaster. The smaller blasters that you can see in the centre right now are smaller versions of the General Grievous and Cad Bane blasters that Nerf released in 2011. And here we have a collection of Boba Fett blasters. The top one is the Hasbro blaster from 2012. Below that is the Disney Store exclusive version from 2022. And underneath that is the Kenner version from 1996. Finally, the Nerf Rivals Apollo blaster in Boba Fett colours. Now these 6 blasters are actually laser tag blasters, and these were released many years ago in sets of 2, and they really are some great looking blasters. We have a Stormtrooper blaster from Star Wars Rebels, and just to the left of that we have 3 Han Solo Nerf blasters. Now these are all the same blasters, but the blue one is from The Force Awakens, and the other 2 are from the Solo movie. I have 2 of the Cassian Andor Deluxe blasters, and these come with some great attachments. I have 5 of the Jyn Erso blasters, and this is exactly the same as the Cassian Andor blaster, but without any of the attachments. Over here I have a collection of Rubies blasters. Now these aren't really toy blasters, they're more costume props, but some of these have some really great moulds, especially the Princess Leia blaster. So if you are looking for something to paint to make it look more like a prop, I definitely recommend some of these Rubies blasters. This is the Kenner Luke Skywalker blaster from 1996. Also released in 1996 was this Han Solo water pistol as part of the Power of the Force line. We have a Stormtrooper blaster, a Rebel Trooper blaster, and 2 deluxe Death Trooper Nerf blasters. These are exclusive to Toys R Us. The 3 red blasters at the top are the standard versions of the Death Trooper blasters. Next to those we have 3 Cassian Andor blasters and a Mando blaster. And of course we can't forget both versions of the Phase Pulse and BAM blasters. Now this grey blaster isn't really a blaster at all. It's a 1984 vintage Star Wars carry case for Star Wars figures. And under that we have some vintage Star Wars blasters. Here's a Stormtrooper blaster. It's not in the best condition, but I really do love it. And next to that is a Han Solo DL-44 blaster from 1980. It is in great condition. And this is a Han Solo blaster from Disney Parks. Sadly, Disney no longer sell blasters at their theme parks, so this is one of those things that you just won't see anymore. And here we have a collection of Wookiee blasters. And we'll start by looking at the blaster from 1996. And this is the Chewbacca blaster from the Power of the Force line. The blue bowcaster was from Disney Parks. And the next 2 are Chewbacca's bowcaster from 2015's Force Awakens. And here we have 3 Nerf Microshot blasters. These are smaller versions of blasters that Nerf have released in the past. We have the Han Solo blaster, the Rey blaster, and a First Order Stormtrooper blaster. Next we have the Rival Stormtrooper blaster, the Sith Trooper blaster from the Disney Store, then a selection of First Order Stormtrooper blasters. And finally we have some more Nerf blasters. We have Rey's blaster, Poe Dameron's blaster, Captain Phasma's blaster, and a Sith Trooper blaster. Now I'm going to pick out some of my favourites, but before I do that, if you are enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help out the channel. Let's go check out some of my favourite blasters. The Naboo blaster has always been one of my favourites, and this is a Nerf style version. And it's a great blaster, but definitely undersized. It feels quite small in your hand, and it hasn't got that great a detail on there. This next blaster is a water pistol, but it's not the Super Soaker version. And this one is about the same size as the Nerf version, so it's quite small in your hand, but this one has a bit more detail on there. And this one obviously does fire water as well. You can see to fire it, you just move that small piece underneath. But quite a good looking blaster. And this is a laser tag version, and this is definitely my favourite version of this blaster. It looks great. It's got some real great detail on there. The handle is a bit oversized, and the way it sticks out is a bit weird. But it looks really, really great in hand. It's really, really nice blaster. And finally, this is a Super Soaker version, so this one does fire water. This has the least amount of detail on there, and it's really oversized. But again, great looking blaster, real fun. Another one of my favourites is the Queen Amidala Super Soaker blaster. And I love the fact that this thing is in silver and brown. Nowadays, obviously, you can't get away with it because of the laws, but I think this blaster looks really, really great, and it's a great firing water pistol. Now, I love Scout Troopers. They're my favourite type of trooper, so when Nerf released this blaster, I had to pick it up, and it is a great single-shot blaster. I have a lot of fun with this blaster. Definitely recommend picking it up. The Rebel Trooper blaster was released so many years ago, but it still holds up as one of the best blasters that's ever been released by Hasbro. I had to put these blasters on my favourite list because they are so cool. Not because they look great, but just because they were the first Star Wars Nerf style blasters that were made. And that's why I enjoyed them so much. There was one for each original trilogy movie. We had Luke Skywalker's blaster for A New Hope, Boba Fett's blaster for Empire Strikes Back, and Chewbacca's bowcaster for Return of the Jedi. They're obviously terrible blasters to look at, but I just think they're so cool, and I'm so glad that I have them in my collection. And top of my list is the Han Solo DL44 blaster. In particular, my collection of them. First of all, I have this vintage blaster from 1980, the Disney Parks one, and I think they look super, super awesome. And these ones are really, really good scale as well. I mean, they really do fit in your hands so nicely. And even the 1996 Power of the Force water pistol, I think it looks so cool. I just love this blaster. It's great fun to use as well. Battery powered, which is always a plus. Then obviously, even to the 2015 Force Awakens blaster water pistol, still a lot of fun to use. And probably the worst of the bunch, the Nerf blaster. It looks hideous, but great fun to use. If it's Han Solo, I'm there. I love Han Solo, and I love the DL44. And just having all these toy Han Solo blasters makes me really happy. But we all know Star Wars isn't about just blasters. So while I was digging out all these blasters to make this video, I did find some other cool weapons. I thought I'd quickly make an extra bit at the end of the video, just to show off some of those bits as well. First up, we have a selection of First Order items, including this laser axe, some quadnoculars, and Praetorian Guard blades. Under that, we have a selection of masks made by Hasbro. There's a Darth Maul, General Grievous, Yoda, Chewbacca, and Darth Vader. Below that, we have some Disney Store exclusive masks: Boba Fett, a First Order Stormtrooper, Death Trooper, and Captain Phasma. And of course, it wouldn't be a Star Wars toy weapon video without lightsabers. And this is a random selection of lightsabers I've picked up over the years. Next, we have the Riot Trooper shield and baton from Galaxy's Edge. And of course, it will be a Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder video without Nerf lightsabers. There they are. And finally, from Disney Parks, the Gamorrean Guard axe and a sand person gaffy stick. What's your favourite Star Wars blaster? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, may the Foe-Fleeing Force be with you. Oh, I can't believe I got all those blasters out. Wait. What about the box blasters? Greetings, Exalted One. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you these two videos. Both are about Star Wars weapons and will serve you well. Until next time, may the Foe-Fleeing Force be with you.